Spark charging. Ten seconds. Give them hell. Spark ready. Take it. Double kill. You played with heart, Guardian. Their loss was inevitable.
What up everybody, this your boy Nautical here with a Destiny update video. Let's talk about some of the changes that Bungie just implemented in their April 12 update that's coming out next week for free for all players that own the Taken King. First, let's talk about the changes that Lars Barkin talked about that's going to happen to revives within Trials of Osiris. You now have to get in closer to the ghosts to get the revive, and it takes a bit longer. Even with a fast reviving perk on your exotic armor, you cannot sprint revive anymore. Overshield is also a bit less powerful. They added 2 seconds on the revive timer in Trials of Osiris. If you die again, it will take 7 seconds longer each time. Special and heavy ammo economy is getting a big change in this update. You will now spawn in with special ammo when it comes to your secondary weapon again, like it used to be. Special ammo comes in 3 minutes in the match and 2 minutes after that, so less ammo per match is what's going to be happening going forward. Now let's talk about heavy. Heavy ammo will drop at the 5-minute mark of every game now. This will be the only drop during any gameplay session. The only exception will be to Trials of Osiris, where you will still get a heavy drop round when the first team hits 3 wins, and in the Mayhem playlist, whereas that playlist is meant to be chaotic at all times, so heavy and special will be unchanged in those playlists. Next up, rewards. Bungie came out and talked about the myriad of ways you can hit light level 335 going forward. These are a couple of the ways you can do it. Crucible has been updated to drop more legendary items. You also can do the Crucible daily mission that will give you a sterling treasure box once a week. You can also get a package from the postmaster that will give you a sterling treasure once a week. And you get one by doing the PoE level 41, or it might be the 42, I can't remember exactly, but you'll get it for doing those events once a week. Also, in Trials of Osiris, when you go 9-0 to the lighthouse, the chest has an opportunity and chance to drop light level 335 gear to anybody that opens it. Starting with the next Iron Banner, whenever you complete your level 3 and level 5 ranks with Lord Saladin, you will be guaranteed a light level 320 item, which can also roll all the way up to 335 light. Next up, Bungie talked about the differences some of your favorite weapons may have when it comes to this April 12th update when it comes out next week. First, Bungie wanted to talk about what they did with auto rifles. They lowered the base damage of all high rate of fire auto rifles. This is a gun like your Doctrine of Passing. They also raised the damage level of all low rate fire auto rifles across the board. These are guns like your Suros Regime. Pulse rifles have seen a change to the low rate of fire. The base damage was increased a little bit to help those out. Hand cannons increase ammo significantly more, meaning you'll still have the same amount of ammo that you had in your magazine. You'll just have more added to your reserve. Fusion rifles, they increase the stability for all fusion rifles across the board, meaning whenever you shoot the gun, the initial stability will actually keep your grouping tighter, meaning your shots will be able to land. You'll be able to land more of the actual pellets on each impact. Sniper rifles, the zoom distance on scopes pushed out a little bit. These are like your short gaze and your ambush scopes. They basically just push them out a little bit more so you can't just turn the corner and quick snipe somebody as easy as you could before. They also added 2 frames to the ADS function of all sniper rifles across the board. The snapshot perk is now at 20% instead of the 30%, which will make the guns a little bit more competitive and more of a skill-based weapon going forward. Next up, Bungie went over a couple of the exotic weapon changes they went through, and these are some of those guns that they changed. Mida, they removed the high caliber rounds perk, so no more knockback on those Guardians whenever you're shooting them from a distance. Suros, the base damage was increased for the spinning up perk, where it starts a little bit later, 4 bullets later to be exact. Focus fire has increased significant range and can max out range on the Suros now. Hawk Moon, they increased the range dramatically. The last word, the base damage was decreased on the last word perk. Still has a 3-shot kill potential, but you still get the aim assist, the stability, but just not the damage. Thorn is still a year 1 weapon. They decreased the dot duration for the gun from 6 seconds to 4, and they also decreased the intensity that you see on your screen from being hit by the thorn, so it doesn't impact your vision as much. Icebreaker is still considered a year 1 weapon. They also changed the way that the gun works when it comes to reserving ammo. Whenever you have ammo for your Icebreaker, if you die and you switch to a different secondary, you lose all the ammo for that weapon. You have to find it all over again. They also lowered the handling and pushed out the range a little more too. Sidearms, you cannot switch after death anymore to get special ammo reserves anymore. Heavy ammo for machine guns and rocket launchers reduced in PvP. Increase heavy ammo pickup for PvP. Dreg's Promise. Projectiles track on ADS lock. Telesto fixed issue where projectiles did not recognize shooting at allies. Projectiles can attach to a friend and will explode, not doing damage to the friend but will damage enemies nearby. And the 1,000-yard stare, most equipped special weapon in Destiny, removes some bullets from the inventory and has a stronger scope. Machine guns, King's Fall Quillem's Terminus, reduce the inventory, less bullets. Rest of King's Fall weapons increase reload speed, and auto rifle has better stability. And last but not least, they went over a couple of changes they're making to the Warlock subclasses. No other subclasses were addressed in this, just the Warlock ones. So Sunsinger, they lowered the shield that Sunsingers have after melee. Fireborn shortened duration of radiance, and you can throw more grenades if you have other upgrades than Fireborn. Stormcaller, Landfall can't blow up Titan bubbles and won't blind everyone anymore. The Stormcaller super has been shortened overall. Spamming the Arc Attack during the super will make you lose your super faster. Voidwalker, really not that many changes overall. It's pretty much been untouched. Nova Bomb has been untouched. Increased energy from abilities. Cooldowns improved. Energy Drain is now effective. Energy Drain already natively improved grenade cooldown. Now it's improved even more by default. So that's pretty much all the things that they talked about in this update, guys. I very much appreciate you guys sitting through this with me so I can go over it with you, and I really just appreciate you guys actually watching the video and just taking time to hear what I have to say and let me just speak like a talking head today. But if you guys really enjoy this, drop a like in the video, make sure you sub if you haven't, and make sure you share this video to all your friends. You know, trying to make the channel a little bit better, leave me feedback. That's always going to make it better overall, guys. But outside of that, I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good weekend. See you guys on April 12th, and holla at you guys later. Peace.